photocopiers, scanners, printers, things in the past, maybe low margin commodity businesses. That's what a lot of people think, but in the case of one company, Ricoh Malaysia, it's apparently not the case because they've just come off one of the best financial years on their record. P2E, the Managing Director, tells us why. Peter, so here we are in your plush offices in Glenmarie. Quite an interesting situation because Ricoh has been known to most people for many, many years as a printer company, as a photocopier company. And here we are, a few months after the culmination of your year end. You've had a pretty good year, very interesting. At a time when there's GST, there's weak consumer demand, global pressures, weak economy, here you are, a conventional, essentially 20th century company doing quite well. What was the background behind that?
I think if we were to look at, when I analyze the year that has passed, we are still known very much in the market as a copier company, a box pushing. However, if you look at our financials, close to 20% now of our income comes from the other side of business. So apart from boxes, we have got visual communications, we have got IT services, we have got some consumer products like the Theta 360-degree camera, which I will show you shortly, and also our production printing division. So that has veered us off a lot more out from our traditional business, so bringing new values to the customers.
Is it true that the 80% portion of your market, which is the conventional box pushing, the copiers and the printers, is that still a healthy, vibrant market or no?
It is still a healthy, vibrant market. However, the growth rate is slowing. Okay,
what kind of numbers are we looking at?
We are looking at about maybe a 5% growth in the industry for the copiers. The challenge for our traditional business, the copier business, is to bring in new values. For example, you're putting software into it and helping customers, engaging them on their workflow. And then with my ITS business, we will bring the value further up the chain so that we can help you on storage and in managing your whole workflow and infrastructure.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting because I've seen your stuff. You can actually remote manage your printers, and then there's also sustainability elements as well, whereby the select power saving and stuff. Yes. But 5% is still the same GDP or the same growth rates as the economy of Malaysia. I think Malaysia will grow about 4% this year.
Yes.
And your conventional business grows at 5%, so that's not too bad still.
Yeah, not too bad. I guess the point is that for the traditional business is for us to gain more market share, going out to areas which we have not ventured as aggressively as we would be. And also in terms of profitability, we are managing our costs quite well and using technology ourselves, adopting the technology ourselves to make sure that we manage our profitability.
Where do you sit on that market share ladder?
As far as the market share is concerned, Ricoh is about maybe third in line from top. We are probably sitting about 20%. As far as the copier market is concerned, that's where most of the IDC reports, they tend to measure that.
Right. So what do you need to do to get the top dog status from 20%? I mean, obviously there's 80% market left to go, right?
Not an easy task because going on to the trend for the next 12 months is going to be quite tough. So our discipline in operations is quite key, and to build better and more stronger partnerships with our partners, and also going to market more aggressively.
Is it a branding issue? Is it a servicing issue? Is it a pricing issue? Which is the most important thing?
I think it's in terms of market profiling, I'm not so worried about it. It's more of going to market in a more systematic and aggressive way.
Right. So you say there's bits of the market which you haven't actually addressed yet. Which ones are they?
Largely, this is more on the outskirts, the secondary tier 2 cities.
The smaller towns. But it's still growing.
Yeah, it is still growing. The other added advantage is we are looking at vertical markets, for example, the education and healthcare markets. So these are some of the areas where we're building new proposition and new values.
Okay, so the sexy stuff. Those cameras, the Theta 360s, those look like mini Wallies.
Yeah.
So tell us about them.
This is the first generation of, we call it Theta. This is a 360-degree camera, and so is this one. This is the newest generation. Basically, it's got two lenses, 180 degrees, so it gives you a spherical image when you click this. This one has got very limited video content, but this one has got a full 25 to 30-minute video content. So basically, you will get a 360 view in a video of what's happening around you. So,
So this is a consumer market as opposed to your typical corporate commercial market. Is this an entirely different mindset in terms of branding, marketing, customer addressabilities, etc.?
Yeah, definitely. I think the important thing which this demonstrates is that we are in the business of innovation. We are bringing in new products and new propositions to the market. One quick example is, for example, if you take a 360-degree image, people from the real estate market would like this.
Correct,
people in the
absolutely.
engineering. And I've seen a customer of us asking us to see whether they can fit this onto a drone, where you tilt it the other way and bolt it on and fly it off on the drone.
Correct. And then you've got that as well, which is productivity, business productivity tool.
Yeah, this is a lens, and this will allow us to it's quite mobile, quite light, so people can take this and have video conferencing with their colleagues.
Right.
So this is redefining the way meetings are held and communications being done.
So you've got all these products. You've got the corporate market. You've got the consumer market. Does Ricoh have an issue in terms of being known for something, or is it okay with having this whole assortment of products for all kinds of markets?
I think for product positioning and our position in the market is still, when I tell people, oh, I'm from Ricoh, you are the copier company.
Yes.
So our uphill battle in terms of this new business is to tell the customers and tell the market at large that we are beyond boxes.
Much far beyond.
Much far beyond boxes.
But how will you do that? How would you message the market? How would you go out and say, hey, look guys, we're more than a one-trick pony. How do we do that?
I think I've got a team of salespeople. So our existing customers, we will definitely, I would say, prophesize on what we are and what we can offer, the new solutions. But through the market at large, is more of us, above the line type of initiatives where we go out, collaborate with schools and universities.
That's right. You also said over the next 18 to 20 months, the market is probably going to slow down and get a bit tougher. Yes. What are the main issues facing you?
Definitely, we have a team of R&D people, and I'm pushing them to bring new values, because this is like a Lego set where we would fix things and then try to test the market.
That's right.
Fix things and try to test the market.
Right.
So bringing new values to the customers is really important. So we are swinging the bat, and hopefully, one or two home runs.
Is there a lot of development that happens here in Malaysia, or is it really just an adoption of what happens out of Japan?
Both sides. We have got Ricoh Innovation Center, I think in 4 sites in the world, where if there's a new proposition, they will cascade it down. But we ourselves know our customers better.
Right.
So we would also do our own R&D, if you like.
Okay, and last issue on the outlook for the business. Lots of stuff happening around the world. Brexit, South China Sea issues, GST, slowing economy, 4% growth, cut in bank negara interest rates, cut in statutory reserve requirements. It sounds as if it's all doom and gloom. Does that seem the case from your point of view?
Because of our diversification, I see that there are pockets, I'd say opportunities for us to grow, especially on the new business. I think I'm optimistic.
So from my conversation with Peter Wee, the Managing Director of Ricoh Malaysia, 80% of the businesses is still in the conventional printer, photocopier, scanner space, but through a variety of business intelligence mechanisms, pricing initiatives, their profitability metrics is one of the best in the industry. The remaining 20% of the businesses, such as the Theta 360 and a variety of other business-to-consumer devices, is really hauling the business forward at a time, especially when it's very important that the evolve or perish mantra sees itself through, because otherwise, oblivion may lie ahead.